It's the answer spoken by young and old, rich and poor, Democrat and Republican, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Native American, gay, straight, disabled and not disabled, Americans who sent a message to the world that we have never been just a collection of individuals or a collection of red states and blue states. We are and always will be the United States of America.
He's going to destroy this country. We're either going to stop him or the United States of America is going to cease to exist.
My name is Wojtek Frykowski. No, it's not. Yeah, my name's Dave.
My name's Brian.
I'm Patrick.
I'm Clayvon.
Ronaldo.
My name's Sam Solis. I'm Jerry Triste.
My name is Iván Llamas.
Me llamo Gemma García y...
My name is Ana.
My name is Ulises Hernandez.
My name is Nick Applebay.
And my name is Robin.
I'm Paul Caldor, and I give these fine gentlemen permission to use my beautiful face.
Thank you very much. So he's doing a pretty good job. I mean, I think he's doing a good job. I think he's doing way better than the Bush, way better.
He's just trying to make the world a better place, I think.
Yeah, so,
And I think he's doing a good job of it.
yeah, he's doing a pretty good job to me.
Well, I'm not really into the politics very much, so I can't really say.
I didn't vote for him. I wasn't old enough to vote, so I don't know. Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Obama, he's the worst president we've ever had. Well, our government is just in turmoil. Our economy is shot. Unemployment's way up. I mean, if you got a good ruler, it wouldn't be that way, you know?
I honestly don't know what you just asked me. I do not know anything about that. So.
About Obama, do you guys like Obama?
Yeah.
Did you guys vote in the 2008 election?
Nah.
No, we didn't vote.
Who would you vote for?
Obama.
I would have voted for the other person.
McCain?
He lying.
No, I'm lying.
I
I would have
fucking lying. He is fucking lying.
No, I would have voted for Obama. Yeah.
Do you know why you vote for Obama?
Because his strategies of going through. Nah, I don't know. I would just voted for him.
I think he's pretty cool. I mean, I think he's trying, you know? I mean, eventually everything's gonna be all right, you know?
I think the country's going through a transition, and I think the president's trying some new things that are some people are dragging their feet about, some people are on board. I think it's just a battle that he's going through, but at least people are thinking in different directions now. So I think that part of it is very positive. I like that he's trying to do something about healthcare. I think that's really important for especially our older generations. I like that, although it's a battle and kind of going back and forth. I think people are thinking about it, talking about it, so I think that's a good thing. And some proposals have come forward. Whether they'll pass or not, I don't know.
Okay. Oh, well, to be honest, I think that he's like a great frustration because he actually, like, at first, he promised a change, and to be honest, we haven't seen it.
It's the same with the rest of the presidents, which are controlled by corporations and by the wealthy. Like you said, Obama might have good ideas, but it's not him that controls the government. It's the corporations that controls the government. So that's all I think.
Any of you guys want to say anything?
Se me fue todo lo que iba a decir.
Well, I think for me it's the example of him being African American. I think it's I think there was a lot of I think it was kind of like a fiasco, the whole thing of like him being African American, and then you have also Hillary Clinton as the first woman. Having that in a lot of countries, there has already been women presidents, so that whole thing was just like, I think it was just like used so they could win the Democrats could win office, because a lot of women. I mean, in Argentina, there's already a woman president, and no one did a big show about that. So I think the whole having a woman run and African American was just like a thing so the Democrats could win.
I think we should stop bailing out banks and major corporations. I think we should invest more in education. You know what I mean? Like that's where the money needs to go to is to the people. You know what I mean? Like these corporations, the first thing they did was gave themselves raises, and it's like, I mean, we're here to help the people, and I understand and his viewpoints of giving them money so the masses can have it. But I mean, when the people are corrupt and stuff like that, you know what I mean? You're not really benefiting anybody.
So what do you want Obama to do specifically?
Like I think I said it earlier, focus. You know what I mean? Focus on what's really important and capital and making money and stuff like that. That's all good for the nation and stuff like that. But if the proper people aren't receiving that money, which are the people that are working out, you know, in the fields, really are 12, 14, 16 hours a day, if they're not really receiving those benefits from this system, then who is it really benefiting?
Well, obviously the biggest issues, in my opinion, that he needs to start working on are our military presence in foreign countries, specifically Iraq, Afghanistan, and also with his the other two issues that I feel are important are the economic recovery and also with universal health care. And I understand that the Senate is kind of fighting him, and we're not really working as a bipartisan government to resolve these issues. So I understand that his hands are tied in some respect, but at the same time, I mean, he is the president, he does have executive authority, and he needs to start exercising that power.
I agreed with what he had. Some of his ideas I liked, definitely with fixing the economy and things like that. It seemed like he was a lot younger and could have taken a more active role in doing that. The thing that I did not like was that he promised a lot. And I figured, this is going to take a lot of time. And I think in 4 years, this may be too much to accomplish. And so I thought, each idea was going to get not the amount of attention it had, been given. So.
A lot of people want to claim he's a socialist, they want to claim this and that, when in reality, he's really going to end up protecting our businesses more than a Republican is. I think that, you call him a socialist, but the last president spent billions of dollars on the military. That's socialism right there. Seriously though, one bomb, could build a new school, but instead we're sending him over there. If you were going to spend money, the government wants to tax the shit out of you and spend all your money, they might as well spend it over here instead of over there,
I'm scared to death. Yeah, that's where we're headed. He's pro-union, he's pro-big government, he's this bailout of the banks he's taken over the banking business. They're going to have to answer to him. There's a good example of it right now in Europe, and they're fed up with it. They're not doing very well at all. They have 25% unemployment. It's always bad when the government takes over businesses. That's what socialism is to me. They're running things, big government, and that's bad because government doesn't do a good job. Look at Social Security is a mess, Medicare is a mess. The post office, they're $7 billion in debt this year. The government cannot run businesses. They make a mess out of it. And eventually it just leads to governments like in Europe, and they're having a bad time of it. And if you read the European press, they're telling us, they're warning us, don't go down that road like we did with medicine, and because you're not going to get out of it. Once you lock yourself into that, you're responsible. And government's very inefficient when it runs things. So we don't want big government. I don't want big government. I want small government. I want private business to run these things. And I think we'd be a lot better off. So we're going to be all indebted to the government, and they'll get our votes naturally, because if we don't vote for them, we won't get our Social Security check.
I feel like I'm in like a shady ass corner of like a pub somewhere, and I'm gonna get like some big dudes upset at me, and like they're sitting me down before they